Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve these nice algebraic equations? We have the fraction of x plus fraction of y equals fraction of 3. And we want to find the value of x and y. Let's see solution from here. So from these expressions, we have to note that both x and y are members of integer. And we need to find both x and y. So the first thing is we have to reduce the fraction. We change it from fraction to linear. Then we multiply 2 by xy. Therefore we have xy. This is multiplying 1 over x. Then plus, also we have xy multiplying 1 over y. This equals xy divided by 3. And then, so x cancelled x, we have this as y plus, also y cancelled y plus x equals xy divided by 3. If this is divided by 1 and we cross multiply, by cross multiplying we have 3 bracket x plus y then equals xy. After having this, let's open this bracket with 3. We have 3 times x, that is 3x plus 3y equals xy. Then let's transfer 3x plus 3y to other side, and here becomes xy minus 3x minus 3y equals 0. Then let's group xy minus 3x. We have xy minus 3x. Then here is minus 3y equals 0. Suppose I add 9 to both sides. Here we have xy minus 3x. Then here is minus 3y plus 9 equals 9. So I added 9 because I wanted to factorize this. Because here what is common is x. We factor out x, and in the parentheses we are left with y minus 3. And also to this, by taking out minus 3, we are left with y minus 3 equals 9. Then here we have x and minus 3, we combine it. And also we take one of y minus 3. This equals 9. On getting to this stage, it's now very simple to find the value of x and y integer if everything equals 9. Then we look for the factors of 9, which are either we say plus or minus 9 times 1, or we can have plus or minus 1 times 9. But finally here, we only have 3 multiplied by 3. So I will tell you the reason why we don't consider plus or minus 3 from here. Then let's see how we can solve all these cases for plus 9 times 1 minus 9 times 1 plus 1 times 9 minus 1 times 9 and 3 times 3 for x and y values. When you consider the first case, which is plus 9 times 1, this shows that x minus 3 will be equals 9 and y minus 3 will be equals 1. Then from here, when we transfer 3 to other side, we are going to have x equals 12. then we are going to have y equals 4 if this is the first case. And also let's consider case 2. We are given x minus 3, then multiply by y minus 3. This will be equals minus 9 multiplied by minus 1. And we are going to let x minus 3 equals minus 9. And we have y minus 3 equals minus 1. So by taking 3 to other side, we have x equals minus 6. And also we have y equals plus 2. And for the case 3 here, we have case 3. We have x minus 3 multiplied by y minus 3. So this will be equals 1 multiplied by 9. And by solving this, we let x minus 3 equals 1 and y minus 3 equals 9. Therefore, we have our x here equals 4 and we have y equals 12. By considering the second to the last case, which is case 4, we are going to have our case 4 as x minus 3 multiplied by y minus 3 equals minus 1 times minus 9. And we try to let it as x minus 3 equals minus 1 and y minus 3 equals minus 9. And by this, we consider x as 2 and we consider y as minus 6. While for the last case, which is as for the last case, we are going to let x minus 3 equals 3 and y minus 3 equals 3. Then by taking 3 to other side, so this shows that we are getting x equals 6 and y equals 6. So why we shouldn't consider for negative here is because we are going to get 0. Because if this is negative 3, when this come here become 0, and similarly with this, I will know from the question it is 1 over x plus 1 over y equals 1 over 3. By replacing this x with 0, then we are going to have an undefined equation. So that's how we cannot consider x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.